Hello everyone, as this is me Shreya and thank you for coming up. This video is all about my personal opinion and my experience that I have with Interglobe Aviation Limited, Indigo. Now let's begin. As we all know how in aviation industry, no one give feedback to anyone. It might be the HR or it might be a junior HR. No one gives. Even though if you cry in front of the HR, they won't give you. They just will say better luck next time or prepare well. Improve your communication. These are only the common things that you have heard. But here I am being that individual in a queue full of crowd that has been called just to receive a secret feedback. Yes, while I was introduced to Indigo, I already knew about their strictness that they have, from grooming to communication, personality, and how you behave there. So especially everything there is something that is being monitored by the senior HRs there. So let me begin and introduce with the thing that is something with me. And trust me, even in so many videos that has been reachable to you all guys, have not received this video, because this is something that will help you a lot. Write that somewhere, because my personal way, and I know so many of the candidates that I am being in contact with has got selected and also being a part of Indigo. So this tip of mine would not only help you but also motivate you. So let's begin. Okay, so this video is something about not a myth or a lie. It is all true that I want to talk to. So firstly, I would like to talk about my mistake that I did, and secondly, the HR that helped me guide me towards not making any mistake and get selected in second go. Alright, moving ahead. As while everyone knows, first interview of everyone in their life is something that means a lot for us. We have so many expectations to get selected in first go. After we well research about the question, about the behavior, environment, how is it, experiences, so many videos we do watch in YouTube before we go and step in to the interview venue. But let me remind you one thing. One mistake that I did was, even though I was knowing everything, that how the interview would look like and what are the questions that might be asked, but you never know what question that they can ask. Even though if you prepare for a year or two, you won't get that expected question sometimes. So moving ahead, my mistake is what that I did was, while entering I made 2-3 friends, and that was just because to be calm there and make friends, because my personality is like that. Wherever I sit, I do like to make a friends, so many. So it's not like 1 or 2, it was about 3-4, because I was not having much time, as my batch was 4th or 5th, and I went there and I was super happy, excited. There was a mix of emotion and also nervousness that I have seen and felt at that time, as I made 2-3 friends there. So they were all shaking, they were shivering, their legs were shaking. So these are a few pet peeves that I noticed with that, while I was just asking the experienced one who have experience with Indigo, as they said that especially this is something, please mark it, do not repeat my mistake that I did. So while I was sitting there, while I was sitting downstairs and I was communicating, I was making friend, I was indulging with everything there, what I made a mistake is asking their personal experience at that particular venue with the HR. I just asked them that how was the HR, how's the HR's behavior, is this, as this is my first interview, so is there chances. So these are the personal mistakes that I did. I asked them, means who are them? They are not an HR, they are no one, they are just a candidate just like me. I was having 90% of confidence and 10% of nervousness, and this is a skill that you need to maintain. Not only this, while I was communicating with them, one mistake that lead me to mess up everything mine hard work was all in waste because of the personal opinion of that candidate that said that this HR does not select even if you are capable of. They are only into that person that already is being connected with Indigo. And I was so amazed because at that moment I felt, where am I sitting? As if this does not give me a chance, then where will I go? These were the self-doubt that were coming up, as I am not a part of that family that is all surrounded with aviation people, as I am the first individual in my whole family out of this aviation industry. How would I get selected? I do not have any references, so how would I make it up? So many doubts, so many things. My smile had been faded after interacting with that, and right after 2 minutes, my interview was there. Yes, I did a worse mistake asking that lady about her mistake, as she said that this HR won't select you even you are the best one among 10 of them, as she was not selected. So is this necessary that even she was not selected, that means I would also not be selected? Self-doubt kills your own motivation, your own smile, your own spirit. It kills everything. It even ruins your hard work. So reminding this. Moving ahead with the second part of this video. As the HR that had personally guided me something out of something that I have not expected. Yes, before entering that venue, I was knowing that one mistake I want to do is to ask the HR about my performance there in the interview. And because we already know, before coming up to an interview, we already get to know everything from internet. So I have well researched about everything, protocols, rules, regulations. So why will I ask? So I didn't ask. I just sat there, and the first question that came up was, what were your thoughts downstairs? After messing up my whole thoughts while talking to that lady, I forgot what to say, what to not. And I was the second candidate there. The first person did spoke in a line and completed her answer, and I didn't got much of time to prepare myself to build up that answer. But I tried my best. I gave that answers absolutely like I was shivering. My hands were like this, and it was under the table, and I was shivering. So still my smile was there, my eye contact was there, and that was a death stare from that HR that messed my all answer. I gave a second try while I was answering that. I would like to rephrase my answer using this particular sentence. I rephrased my answer and gave all in of mine. And she was holding my resume in a way that was something different from others. So I thought that there is chances, even though I have ruined it while not performing as I thought that I would. So I thought that I had ruined it. But till that time, everyone spoke and completed, and they all were not selected from my batch. No one was selected. I was leaving that room, and she said me that, Shreya, is your name? I was like, yes ma'am. So she said, stay here for a minute or two, let others go. So I was waiting there. She returned back, and she had a conversation for a long 5 minutes, for straight 5 minutes, that Shreya, from where you are. And so she only said that your resume was all perfect, fully perfect. Your confidence, the way you were seeing me with confidence and maintaining the eye contact for straight until your answer completed, is what I liked. Your personality is something very different from others here in this crowd. So one thing, I want you to get selected, so I just want you to know how can you improve. This was her sentence. Yes, she also guided me with how can I improve myself. She said that as you were answering well, your sentence structure was good, but only grammatical mistake was the part that I rejected you. Yes, I do not do oftenly grammatical error, but only with the past I do sometimes mess up with the word was. So these were the mistakes that she pointed out, and also said that you can correct yourself while writing every point that you have in your mind while answering. And that is the way I need that answer from you. How you write is what I want to hear it from your mouth. Is it clear to you? She said me this way, and I was so much happy because before that I was fully sad. I was fully upset because I have changed my state from Jharkhand to Kolkata to give my interview. And if I don't get selected, how can I manage to get up? How can I manage to say to my parents that I have not made it? Because I was preparing not for a day or two or a month or two. It was something for 8 months. I had sitting in this room. I have not went out anywhere, and I only straight practiced so much that my English is now something that is so much common here to listen. Even in my mother tongue, I do not talk much. I try to have conversation with this language and get familiar with it. So my all practices and everything was in waste. I was so upset, but while HR that give me that personal guidance and feedback, I was so happy. So while I was leaving the room, I just said, ma'am, thank you for your time and your feedback. That means a lot for me, and next time I would like to give my all best to be and see myself as a cabin attendant. And she was like, yes Shreya, I would like to see you again and meet you again. This was her sentence, and then I waved off ma'am, and then I left the room. While I left the room, there is a second thing that I would like to let you know. She said me that this is something for you, not for everyone. So keep till yourself. These were her words. Even though I was not willing to say to anyone, the friend that I made were insisting to just say what she said, because she was, of course, everyone will be curious to know about it, right? So I was just saying a bit of it, not everything. I was just saying that she was just giving me slight guidance, and also that would be particular feedback that she gave to me. So this is all only thing. While she was crossing and she heard me speaking about it, she was very upset. She just turned her head and said that, Shreya, this is not something that I expected from you, and she left. I thought I messed up everything. I was trying to go and just to say her sorry, but my friends didn't let me do that. But I thought that when I will appear the next time, she will forget me. So I thought like this is all okay, things happen, and this is not something that I have did so wrong in a higher level. I just did my part that was all about. So closing this video with the conclusion that do not mess up your thoughts while having a conversation with someone and grab negative thoughts from others. Do not repeat my mistakes. Only ask positive things. Is how am I looking, and is my uniform okay, is my shirt all crisp and all. Only want to hear positive compliments from the people that you're meeting there. Do not attract any negative thing. I am repeating, do not attract any negative thing. It will only lose you. Only benefit is to grab the positivity, right? Grab positivity and spread positivity. And that's all about it. Meet you in the next video about something that you would like to get from my side. Thank you for staying for so long. Means a lot. Meet you in the next video. Jai Hind.